we're talking to Dell and Keith from Sweetwater with the rattlesnakes. Well, you guys have a lot that goes on with this. So now go ahead and just give me a quick rundown. When is it happening, and what are some of the main things folks need to know?
Well, this is our 62nd annual World's Largest Rattlesnake Roundup. We're holding it in Sweetwater, Texas at the Nolan County Coliseum. We will have a carnival, a gun and knife and coin show. We'll have...
Still hear that snake.
Yeah, you made him alive.
There will also be
Craft
swap meet.
meat, slop meat. There's 4 or 5 garage sales going on. I mean, anything you think of. The Lions Club has a bunch of stuff going on. The Sweetwater Rifle and Pistol Club got their stuff going on. There's going to be a car show this year, they say.
Oh, wow.
And we still got the Miss Snake Charm Review pageant going on. That'll be going on Thursday after the parade at Auditorium, City Auditorium in Sweetwater.
Now, do they snake charm rattlers, or do they use other snakes for that? Or they've been de-rattled?
It's more of a title. It's just she's Miss Snake Charmer.
Okay.
We don't typically let underage people handle venomous snakes. It is bad policy.
You can take the venom out? Or?
Well, yes, you can milk the snakes, but they will just reproduce that venom.
Oh.
So they're always going to be locked and loaded, and there will always be venom in their fangs.
Okay.
Even if they've been milked, still a little bit.
So now, what do you think would be just one tip that you could give folks in regard to dealing with rattlesnakes, maybe, in general, that you've learned? Because you guys now have many years with working with these guys.
Well, first thing everybody wants to do is, if they see one, they want to run away. The best thing to do is stop in your tracks, look around, see where the snake is, and look behind you and to your side of you. Make sure you didn't walk by 2 or 3 of his buddies behind him. If you turn around and start running, you might run into him. A snake will back away from you or just stay still as long as you don't step on him or startle him. So just sit. I mean, you holler for help, yell, scream, whatever. They're deaf. They don't hear. They ain't got no ears.
So now, have you ever had one get loose there at the event?
Well, not that I know of. I mean, we have our pits and are pretty well safe. We have a man there at night that watches them, so keep them in the pits. Mm-hmm. And he'll stir them and stuff to make sure that none of them dies on us.
Now, how many snakes do y'all have out at that, usually, roughly? I guess it's hard to count.
Well, if they go as an average, we usually get about 4,000 pounds in a year. One year we had over 24,000, almost 25,000 pounds turned in.
Now, wow. So folks go out and they round them up for you and they bring them.
Yes.
They bring them.
Yes.
And then now the snakes, all the snakes
Are processed.
None of them are released
back. None of them
back.
are released back into the wild. Once they come to us, this is their last roundup.
So this helps to reduce the snake population.
Yes, all we're doing is trying to control the snake population. Back in 1958, when this first all started, there was so many snakes coming into town to get water and stuff. They was a nuisance, and the police was spending more times on nuisance calls coming to get a rattlesnake than he was doing their job. So all the farmers and ranchers and everybody decided they'll get together and they'll just annihilate all the snakes, just wipe them out. Well, this is our 62nd year. The Jaycees took it over after the first year. And all the money and everything we make off this goes back into the community. The Jaycees don't keep any of it. We support basketball teams, baseball teams. We have fund drives for people who needs it. We'll do everything back to the community.
Well, I imagine it's a bit tricky to round up a rattler alive and get them to you guys. How do folks manage to do that?
We've got several teams of hunters that go out, and a lot of them do it on the weekend. They're working men. They've got a real job, but they'll go out hunting in the evenings and on the weekends and go out and they'll gather them up. They'll pick them up with tongs and stick them in a box, and then or a bucket or whatever. And then they're held there until they get brought to us, or they're held in a holding pit at their residence or whatever. And we'll have 20, 30 teams that'll go out and bring in snakes and sell them to us, and then we take them and process them.
You guys are like amazingly brave. I mean, you just in there with those snakes, working with them, and doing this. So
It's a good time.
yeah, it's a good time. Oh, well, thank you for bringing the snake in for us to witness. And I have to say, after talking with you, I don't feel any more calm or any more comfortable with the whole snake thing, the rattlesnake thing. But thanks so much, and best of luck with that huge event.
Yeah.
Once again, annual event. So look forward to it.
Hey, thank you, ma'am, for having us and stuff. And y'all come on out to the Sweetwater Roundup and see some rattlesnakes. It's about a lifetime event. You can write it off your bucket list.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for being here.
Bye.
Safe travels.